What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rise News. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where the 2022 BMW 2 Series has broken cover, and the two models, the 230i and M240i xDrive, are automatic only. Now, with a two-door coupe body and relatively compact proportions, the BMW 2 Series is considered by many to be a spiritual successor to the legendary 2002 of the 1960s and 1970s. That resemblance grows in some ways and diminishes in others with the debut, official this time, of the 2022 BMW 2 Series, which will join the company's US lineup in November. Now, for starters, this is one of the more conservatively designed BMWs in recent history, retaining the long hood and short deck of its predecessors that clearly denote its rear drive architecture. Unfortunately for purists, the 2 Series will no longer be available with a manual gearbox, receiving a standard 8-speed automatic transmission for both models, the rear-wheel drive 230i and the all-wheel drive M240i xDrive. Now, the new 2 Series avoids many of the outside styling touches of the recent BMWs, like that big pick-nose 7 Series and 4 Series. Its kidney grille is sized roughly in line with its headlights and the single LED lighting elements that are a departure from BMW's usual 2 lamps per headlight, a nod to the 2002. A power bulge on the hood looks cribbed straight from the E46 M3, and the 230i's front bumper features a thin wide center air intake and 2 vertical air curtain slits, while the more aggressive M240i xDrive has unusual triangular vents on the corners. Now, the bulging front and rear arches will remind you of the old 1 Series M, with a body length shoulder that runs from stem to stern in a throwback to the 2002 Turbo. Now, the greenhouse of the two is very traditional, with a clearly defined Hofmeister kink that contrasts with the 4 Series coupe. Around back is a set of taillights with a wild design residing within their black housing, and it looks a bit like the Acura TLX. Now, the 230i comes with standard and chrome exterior accents, although an optional Shadowline package replaces the shiny bits with gloss black. And the M240i wears cerium gray jewelry with the copper finish, also found on the M340i sedan and M440i coupe. Now, inside, the 2 Series recalls its siblings with a digital instrument cluster and high-mounted hexagon touchscreen through door panels embossed with an unusual tessellated pattern set the coupe apart. Now, the proportions and stance from the 2 Series are very nice, but there are details that let this coupe down. For starters, the M240i's front bumper treatment is oddly sharp and geometrical, at odds with the otherwise conventional styling. Now, the 230i is better composed in this regard, and the taillights for both are with angular accent lights swimming in a sea of black housing material. Now, let's talk about the engines. The standard engine found in the 230i is a turbocharged 2-liter inline-4, producing 255 horsepower and 295 pound-feet, 190 kilowatts, 400 newton-meters of torque. Meanwhile, the M240i's turbocharged 3-liter inline-6 engine makes a 382 horsepower, 369 pound-feet, or 285 kilowatts, 500 newton-meters of torque, and both numbers represent improvements over the corresponding engines in the outgoing 2 Series, with better performance coming along, with BMW saying the 230i will hit 60 miles per hour in 5.5 seconds, and the M240i cutting that time down to 4.1 seconds. And both models will hit a top speed of 155 miles per hour properly equipped. Now, the 2022 BMW 2 Series has finally done away with the standard manual transmission, with both the 230i and 240i models coming exclusively with the 8-speed Steptronic gearbox. And bummer there's no manual for the purists out there, but at least it boasts launch control with sprint function, which switches the lowest possible gear when after the driver holds the left shift paddle for 1 second. Now, a wider front and rear track and revised camber angles makes the 2 Series nimbler and sporty driving, with BMW finding an extra 12% of torsional rigidity to make the already robust coupe architecture even stiffer. Front struts and a 5-link rear suspension as standard, and the M240i adding an additional front hub strut that connects to the side sills for even greater steering precision and response. Now, the 230i receives an M Sport suspension option that brings stiffer versions from the standard kit, while the M240i comes standard with an adaptive M suspension whose continuously adjustable shock absorbers provide a soft ride in some situations and firmer ride in others. The 230i comes with 18-inch wheels and 19s are optional, but they're standard on the M240i. Now, for the first time, the new 2 Series comes standard with a comprehensive list of active driver assist and safety technology. Automatic emergency braking, forward collision warning, lane departure monitoring, and prevention with rear cross traffic and blind spot monitoring are all standard. Adaptive cruise control with stop and go functionality is an option. And the BMW 2 Series gets an iDrive 7 infotainment, including wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto that can be accessed with the optional head-up display. Now, the software package also brings the usual BMW accoutrement, including Amazon Alexa integration, cloud-based navigation, and phone-based digital key technology. And the 2022 BMW 2 Series is a bit larger than the vehicle it replaces. The 230i is 4.3 inches longer, 2.6 inches wider, and a full inch lower, resting on a 107.9-inch wheelbase, up to 2 from the outgoing car. The M240i is 3.5 inches longer and 0.1 inches lower, with the other increases porting over. Now, the 230i weighs 3,519 pounds, up from 3,386 in the old model, while the M240i xDrive weighs 3,871 pounds, up 352 from its 2021 equivalent. And BMW hasn't released pricing yet on the 2022 2 Series just yet, but it likely won't come cheap. The current 230i starts at $35,900, while the 2021 M240i xDrive is $48,350. So don't expect the new model to cut anything from the price. Now, also in question are potential variants such as the 230i and M240i Cabrio and full-blown M2. Both may arrive within a year of the coupe, which will hit dealers in November. So with that said, what are you guys thinking about the 2 Series for 2022 for the 230i and M240i? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video today, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Giving the video a like will help get it up in the rankings. More people can see it, and we can find out which 2022 BMW 2 Series you'd take, the 230i or the M240i xDrive. Now, with that said, if you guys want to help further support the channel, always check the links down below. I have a one-time link donation for my PayPal, for my Cash App, and for my Venmo, just in case you guys want to donate $1 or $2 to the channel. I appreciate the love as always. Now, you guys can also check out my Ron's Rides merch, where you can get stickers, tote bags, fanny packs, t-shirts, tank tops, everything Ron's Rides. I'm also on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. See everything I'm posting, car memes, pictures, and videos. That doesn't always make it here to the channel. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, but click that notification bell so you won't miss one news video. With that said, you guys be blessed, have a great day, and we will talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rides news video. Peace.